Well, did you guys survive Black Friday? Welcome to the Jim Wall Trades channel. Glad you made it today. My name's Jim. I'm a crypto trader and a forex trader. Here to help you understand the market from the Elliott perspective that I love to analyze the market through. So glad you made it today, guys. Yeah, it's been I think since I started making videos every day. I think yesterday was the first day I've missed a video day. So sorry about that, but not a whole lot going on. Hopefully you guys were able to navigate the chart's okay. It actually did exactly what I called for it to do. Made another hit to the high around, the mid to high 700s. It actually wicked into the 800s and then came on down. So let's look at the market and see what's going on today. See what we can expect. You can kind of see in the chart what I'm looking at right now. So I want to talk to you about a couple of possibilities. So let's jump in. Don't forget, this isn't financial advice. Never intended to be so. It's only my look on the market. Please do your own due diligence as you seek to trade the market. Your trades are yours. I'm never telling you what to trade or how to trade. I'm only showing you how I spend my money, but not yours. All right, here we go. We're looking at Bitcoin right now. We are on the 3-hour chart. My bias right now in the way I'm looking at this wave is that this is a leading diagonal, which means, guys, the leading diagonal can only happen in an A wave or a one wave. Okay, so let me just talk to you about the differences between that. If a leading diagonal happens in a one wave, you expect a two wave to follow, then a 3, 4, and 5, and then sorry about that. So what you do is you expect a five-wave structure. That would be a reversal scenario. That would be fantastic. The other option here is it could be the A wave of an ABC correction, which is only a three-wave move to the upside. Then we're going to have more downside to follow. So really, it could go up or down here, but right now we're expecting it down, and then more upside to come. I'm expecting that. So looking for a three-wave move to the downside at least, whether it's a B wave or a two wave, either, and then we're looking for a move to the upside. We'll have to wait and see what the market gives us in that C wave or that three wave to tell the difference between a C and a three. If you haven't watched my videos or taken my classes on Thursday nights, I teach a lot about how to tell the difference between a C wave and a three wave, because they look the same as they're being formed. Let me just kind of show you, and I'll just take a minute to show you. A three wave. Just running out of room there on my chart. Sorry about that. Excuse me. There we go. Make some more room there. All right. Well, I'm trying to. There we go. The main difference is when you measure the one wave against the two wave, okay, or excuse me, the one wave and compare it to the three wave. In an impulse wave like this, generally the three wave surpasses the 1618 extension. All right. Whereas in a corrective wave, it generally does not reach that high. It only goes, when I measure that, it only reaches the 1276 or the 1-to-1 extension. Okay. So what the difference is the impulsive nature of the wave. A corrective wave doesn't have as impulsive as a nature of it. In other words, it doesn't make up as much ground as an impulse wave does. A corrective wave just simply is just that, a correction, and then you expect a continuation to the downside following a correction. However, when you see an impulse wave like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as you see there, what you expect is just a small correction, a three-wave pullback, and then a move to the upside again for further continuation of price. And so it's really helpful to understand those fib relationships and to monitor those as the waves are being formed. And we can only talk about scenarios as those waves are being formed. So if this is a leading diagonals can only happen in the A wave or in the one wave. And if that's the case, then we're looking for a three-wave pullback in either scenario. Okay, three-wave pullback, three waves to the downside. Once they're complete, once those three waves are done, then we're going to expect another wave to the upside. And it's going to come in the form of five waves, either a three wave or a C wave. Either way works. Okay. So if it's a one wave, we would expect something like this: 2, 3, 4, 5, like that. If it's an ABC, let me change the colors so you can see it a little bit better there. We would expect an A, a B, and a C to come up short. Let me show you the fib relationships there with the extension, and you'll understand what I'm saying. maybe. So we would expect the C wave to end somewhere between the 1 and the 127, whereas we would expect the 3 wave to come on up here to $9,300. So if we're going to go impulsive and we're having trend change and direction change, we're expecting a move up here to $9,300 in that ballpark. Whereas if we're just looking at a ABC correction, we're looking at an $8,800 move to the up a move to around 88, between 84 and $8,800. There's a wide gap between the 1-to-1 extension and the 127. Now I don't even know if I have my extensions in the right place because this wave hasn't come down and finished. So we're waiting for this B wave, this ABC, to finish, and then once we get those waves complete, then we'll be able to project the upside. We can still go long, and that's the play. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for a long play here mainly. And so what we do here is to project about where we could expect to retrace. We put a retrace tool on this guy all the way from the bottom to the top, and we wait for this wave to come on down. We're looking for it to come down at least 50% to 618. Bitcoin likes to hit that 618 and bounce right off of it. So we're going to really pay attention right in this region right here between the 50 and the 618. It can come deeper to the 786 or even the 883, which is not on my chart, but it can come there as well. It can come even as far as 100%, but if it comes 100%, we're going to think more correctively than impulsively. We're going to think more correctively than impulsively. We're going to think more like a flat, but this wouldn't be a flat because this would be a 5-wave structure rather than a 3. All right, so that's what we're looking for. And so, yeah, the projected targets to the upside, if once price comes down, I'm going to project it off the 618 here and just kind of give you some ideas. I already did just a second ago, but yep, 9,300 and 8,800. So 93 if it's impulse, okay? So if we're dealing with an impulse wave to the upside, that means more upside to come after that, right? That third wave is going to hit the $9,300 mark. But if we're dealing with a corrective wave, just an ABC structure like that, looking for 84.38 to 88.26 in that ballpark. Okay, so there's the trade setup. We're going to wait for this to come down in 3 waves, tag this region here. Probably going to meander sideways and do all this stuff today on Saturday. And then my guess is that we're going to just meander sideways here and do this little retrace to the upside here for Saturday. And then tomorrow morning, Sunday, we're going to get the move down to the downside, and that's going to get us our ABC. And then maybe by Monday morning, we have a move to the upside. That is a potential timeline there. Not certain if that's going to happen or not. Actually, probably not. Now that I'm looking at the time here, it'd probably take all week for that. So probably going to be. I'm looking at my dates down here and seeing my drawing. Looking at proportionality here. Best case scenario here is I mean it could do that. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday in that ballpark. We'll see. I don't like to measure time much because time isn't my strength. Iman does a great job with that. So check out his webpage or his YouTube channel for that. All right, I want to warn you about one other scenario here, guys, in Bitcoin, and I warned you about it the other day. I want to highlight this box right here and compare it to this box. What you see here is that we've got kind of a diagonal shape here as well. Not as defined as the one we're in, but certainly could be defined that way. Yeah, it's more of a channel there than it is a diagonal. This is this could be construed as a channel as well, but it didn't come up to the upside. But we've got this 3-wave structure plus that hit to the upside, and that's what we got here. We got a 3-wave structure plus one more hit to the upside there. So, and then we came down, and we came down below, and we made this expanded flat here. And so we got to watch out for that this doesn't meander all the way down here to this, and we do some kind of a flat down here as well. So be ready for such a scenario. Just because it happened here doesn't mean it has to happen here, obviously. Just something the market's done recently, and gives us an idea of where the market might be heading as well. Let's jump into the small time frame and see what's going on. See if we can guess what the move might be coming here. Excuse me, 1 second. Okay. All right, here we go. Looking at last night's move, we had an expanded flat here. It faked. In fact, it shook me out of the trade last night. I was kind of frustrated by it. I saw it after the fact. Had to get back in. But let's see right here. Let's go to the 5-minute time frame. You can see it better. There it is. Right there, we had an a three-wave A, a three-wave B, and then a straight-up C. There's a flat right in there. So we had an A, a B, C, or WXY. And so it looks like that WXY is finished now. We're getting an up move. So if I were to look at this, this looks like this could be construed as 5 waves. Um, Let's see here. We came down to the 1618. We bounced off of it, only wicked through it. So unless we get some follow through down to the downside, I'm going to count this. Um, let's see. So we have an ABC down to the downside here. Came to the 1618. I would expect that we would get one more hit to the low, and that would be a 535, but that might be a 123. So if that's a 123, guys, then we'd be looking for a 4 wave, right? 4 and then a 5 wave move to the downside, which that would begin this 3 wave move. Then we would have to have. If that were the case, we'd have to have a 3 wave move to the upside and another 5 wave move to the downside. A 5, a 3, and a 5. Okay, that by rules has to happen. If this is a WXY as it sits and we've got 5 completed waves, 1, 2, let me try to count it for you here. Whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If that's a finished 5 waves, that means we've got a 5, 3, 5 finished. It is at a corrective level, and we're going to have a 3 wave move to the upside from here. It'll be some kind of a move. So we got a boom, boom, and we expect one more move to the downside. So if you want to look for a trade, a nice short opportunity, I'd wait for this thing to come up in 3 waves, wait for it to retest this region, and then you can trade it down to the downside for 3 waves, and that might be a nice little short trade for a scalp. And then you can reverse the trade once you get down here to this region. You can reverse the trade and and take it to the north there. Okay, all right. So there you go. Those are some trade ideas for you, some trade possibilities. Just to remind you here, we've got a couple of possibilities. Don't forget, we could meander all the way down to the bottom and retest this bottom, so be careful about that. Or we could come in 3 waves down here and retest the 618, which the 618 is right around 7,040 to 69.98. That's the golden zone. So we'd expect a wave to come down in 3 waves like that. So let me give you a chance to screenshot this guy here. Boom, 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 right there. We'd look to enter the trade and go north from there. Now, what the target would be from there, I cannot say until we get 2 waves. Okay, once we get 2 waves, then we can project the target to the upside. All right. Well, there's Bitcoin for you. Litecoin and Ethereum are all doing the same exact thing. The same exact analysis applies, just different numbers. Okay. So all you need to do. Excuse me, my nose is itching. Let's see here. We're going to put the retrace tool on this guy here. This is Ethereum. I want to look for a target coming down in 3 waves at 141.90 to 141. I'd like to see 3 waves down to the downside for Ethereum. And then we're going to trade it long, potentially. Watch out for a move all the way to the bottom. This could just be a corrective 3 waves. It just looks like a diagonal, but again, I'm not inclined to think so. I'm inclined to think it's going to come on down here to the 618 extension here. Or retrace. Okay, Litecoin. What would Litecoin be looking at here? Let me take a peek at it. If Litecoin comes on down without making any more hits to the high, we'd be looking at the 618 extension or retrace $44, basically $45, $44.68. So $45 is what we're looking for there, and then we'd look to trade that long as well. Again, probably just looking for an ABC move, most likely A, B, and C like that, and then would come on down for the rest of the way. Where would it come? Where would we expect? I have to give you that in another video, but let's just assume it comes off the 618. We'd be looking at $51 to $53. Could go up as high as $56 and higher if it becomes impulsive. I'm not inclined to think that, but we'll have to wait and see. Any other options here? Don't forget, we could just come straight down from here. We don't have to go up for that 3rd wave, so be mindful of that scenario as well. All right, one other scenario. Let me just. This is the time in the video that I want to challenge my thinking, and then we're just going to say, what if this is the what if Jim is wrong segment? So what if my thoughts are wrong? What could we be doing right now if my thoughts are incorrect? Let me just take a peek at it here. Make myself look at the chart from a way that I haven't been looking at it here. Let me just zoom out right here. So I'm going to recreate my channel here. Kind of a failure there. It just still looks like a three-wave move there. With one more hit, this could be an extension of this wave. Just looks like three waves to me, or a five-wave structure where you get you basically a diagonal. Only other thing I think could happen here is that this diagonal wasn't complete. The only problem here is we got five waves here, five waves there. We should have five waves there. It was really more like a three-wave move. Structure here is pretty hard. That could be a three-wave move, but this looks like a five-wave move. Didn't look like a three-wave move. So what I'm thinking here, guys, if we have a five-wave move here, all the rest of the legs need to be five waves. I suppose it's possible, but it doesn't look likely that that's five waves. Guys, I'm inclined to believe that this is more like a three-wave structure. We're going to get a three-wave structure, which all the analysis that I've given works the same. It's not, and rather than a leading diagonal, it's just a WXY of sorts, or an ABC of sorts. Here we've got basically, I would guess I would count it something like this. There's a five wave, there's a three wave, and then we've got a five wave here, and this would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't like it, but it's a possibility. What else could be? Let's talk about another scenario. I'm just trying to think outside the box here, guys. What if this is a three wave, a 5, 3, 5, and then we get a connecting wave here? It's just a very small X wave, and then we've got basically a boom, boom, and we get another wave to the upside here. I imagine that is a possibility as well. So so we would basically have a three-wave move. We have a three-wave connector here, and then we get another three-wave move like that, and that would give us a WXY correction. So be aware of this is a wild card scenario there where maybe price does that. So there you go. There's another possibility. I'm not looking into that. I don't think that that's going to happen. It doesn't feel like that's going to happen to me, but be aware. Be aware of that possibility. All right, you guys have a fantastic Saturday. I hope this video finds you well. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share all the videos, please. And hey, comment. Leave a comment. You guys are so faithful to do that. So kind to do it. You guys have been helping the channel grow. Really appreciate it. You guys have a fantastic day. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.